Dozens of armed agents entered the South Korean president's residence at night, Polish time, and made their arrest. Along the way, they had to overcome bus barricades, barbed wire, and private security. The president, accused of treason, was subjected to impeachment proceedings after martial law was imposed, which the parliament revoked. The scenes that unfolded this morning in front of the Hanam-dong residence in Seoul resembled an Asian thriller film. Dozens of service agents entered the president's mansion. Under the cover of darkness, part of the barricade in front of the entrance was removed and barbed wire was cut. It was already clear that after several weeks of stalemate, the final showdown was coming.
저는 오늘
Today, I witnessed how they forcibly broke into the secured zone. To prevent any unfortunate incidents or bloodshed, I decided to comply with the summons of the Corruption Investigation Bureau, even though their investigation was illegal. It is this body that is investigating the president, the defense minister, and their subordinates, who together and in agreement were said by investigators to have prepared a failed coup in the country. According to prosecutors, this is why Yeol was to impose martial law, which the parliament revoked after a few hours.
What President Yoon did was a clear case of insurrection amounting to a kind of a coup d'etat by I guess, mobilizing some of the military and the police. Maybe around 800 soldiers and police were on the insurrection plan to really overthrow the National Assembly itself. So it is a clear violation of the Constitution, and this is beyond the scope of the presidential.
The problem is that neither the president nor some party politicians agree with these allegations. They believe that the country's opposition is acting in agreement with the regime in Pyongyang. The politicians are being followed by the people, which has led to protests and clashes between supporters and opponents of the president at a critical moment. I thought South Korea was a developed democratic country, but judging by this situation, it doesn't even match the level of democracy in developing countries. Looking at what's going on, the National Assembly, without a change of administration, wields power even more intimidating than that of the president under the presidential system. Given the history of the presidential system in South Korea, most former presidents have ended up with charges of either corruption or abuse of power. However, never has an actual incumbent president been detained. In Yoon Suk-yeol's case, however, the stakes are very high, as the treason charge that comes into play is punishable in South Korea by life imprisonment or death.